y'all, welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're going to be giving you a little bit of everything. So you're going to see us feed the cows this morning, try to dig out some of our tools because we haven't quite, finished unpacking everything from the big move. So we have everything in like a stall that kind of collects everything. We're also going to fertilize the corn today, and you definitely want to stay tuned for that because we're going to use a different method than some folks probably use. And then we're also going to build out some fences so that way we can actually leave the gate open on that drive there and allow the cows to have their space, but also for them not to get out while leaving that gate open. So please tune in and make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks.
He's ready. She wants a bigger bowl. What happened? Was this like this when you got it?
Yeah.
It was wide open.
No, there's a...
Oh. We're going slow.
And y'all, we're starting to finally get some stuff coming up. I say finally, but it's really only been like 4 days since we planted.
Whoa.
All right, so what kind of fertilizer are we putting on the corn?
It is 3400.
All right. And this came from the southern states in South Carolina, didn't it? Yeah.
It's pretty simple. Just do this.
And so you're putting it in the water channel, right?
Yes, and if y'all ever have corn that's like fluorescent green, this is the reason. You need that to have dark green corn.
Yeah, you need that nitrogen mixture. And we've also had corn too in South Carolina, and y'all could probably see on our Facebook where it was kind of stunted and it would only get so high and it would be like lime green at the very tops of it, and then the stalk itself would be like a red.
See the corn?
And it just wouldn't grow properly. Oh, sure is. Popping in. And we ended up going to our local feed and seed store, and there was a gentleman there that kind of pointed us in the right direction, telling us that, you know, we had a nitrogen deficiency in the corn, and hooked us up with this particular fertilizer. Started using it, and then this last summer when we did corn, we actually got a really good crop. We had so much corn in there that we were still, a year afterwards, still eating corn on the cob. And I think this year we'll be eating corn, and so will the cows, probably.
No, all the corn's popping up.
I think there's another one right there.
What?
Yep.
Corn.
Another one right there.
And when y'all do this, if you do it while your corn is up, like tall, and you know how the corn ears goes like this, you don't want this stuff inside the corn ears, because it will burn it. You want it on the ground.
Alright, y'all, so I just wanted to put a little disclaimer out here in this video. As you can see, we're fertilizing the corn. Ryan is being very particular with it, and just, you know, a little bit at a time. Also, he is touching it with his hands. He does plan to wash it afterwards, but we wouldn't have the kids touching that. At the same time, please know we're not any kind of corn experts, or even claim to be experts at the type of corn that we're trying to grow this year, as this was a new type of kernel that we got from our local feed and seed here in southern Alabama. The other thing I'd like to address is that the way that we're fertilizing the corn. You know, some folks like to do a top dressing, some like to do side dressing, others will wait until the corn's about 4 inches, some will wait till it's taller. We're not telling you any way to particularly fertilize your corn. We're just showing you what has worked for us in the past. Pretty easy peasy, huh? They sure are at the pond. They're just enjoying themselves. They'll get a little bit hotter and they'll probably be out there just wading in it. So, RJ, do you enjoy growing your own food?
Yeah.
Yeah? You like gardening?
Yeah.
What's the most fun to you?
What do you mean?
Like planting the seeds, harvesting the food, or eating it?
Which one? Eating it and harvesting it?
Eating it and harvesting it? I'd have to agree with you, sir.
Or you put the fertilizer in all of it?
This one, yeah.
Bev, what do you enjoy most about growing your own food?
Having farm fresh food on my table because it tastes better than the grocery store.
Yeah? Quite nice when you can open up the freezer and there's plenty of veggies in there.
Yeah. And teaching your kids where your food comes from is very important.
Extremely. I mean, especially with a lot of kids nowadays, they're just used to going to the grocery store, right? With mom and dad and picking up a canned something on the shelf.
And most of them don't even know what it looks like when it grows.
That's
They
true.
just know where to get it.
And what happens day and time when you're not able to get it, right?
They wouldn't even know where to store it.
RJ, you think you have a solid concept of where food comes from now?
Yeah.
Yeah? Everything from what, veggies to even doing your own chickens and rabbits?
Yeah.
Yeah? And man, look at the onions over there. They are really starting to get tall. Well, I say really starting to get tall, but they're much taller than when we put them in the ground.
Yeah, they was all wilted and
If you look at this row, you can see
Crumbly.
all the color grains. If it's on here, you can see all the color grains spread.
Yeah, you sure can. See 'em?
Oh, those are.
Yeah. All the little
There's
color
a
grains
big
popping
patch
up.
over there.
They're teeny right now, but they don't take them long to just like jump up in size.
You see them over there?
Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's quite a bit of them. Kind of look like teeny little clover, but they're not.
Oh, you see that?
Yep, there's a good bunch of them. That was a good spotting, RJ. I feel like everything's really popping up here quicker than it did in South Carolina with our soil. Like here, I think it's been 3-4 days, but in South Carolina, our collards probably took a week to pop up. And we're gonna show y'all the onions real quick. So, if y'all saw on our first video when we were planting, they were just itty bitty things and really wilted. And now, they're all popping up along the row. Quite nicely, actually. We may even have to go back and get a few because we go through a lot of onions in a year. Onions and potatoes. Got it all?
it's as easy as that.
Let's show the back of that fertilizer so they kind of see what the mixture is on it.
I don't really see. Like my best
Yep, just
suggestion.
34%.
Yeah, it's just called 3400. And there's like 1010, you know, different kinds of names for it.
So it really has a lot of different applications between lawns, flower beds, trees, vegetable garden.
Yeah.
You even put some of this in our lawn at the other house, right?
Have a good peek.
I just recommend looking like that when you get done.
That's another good peek one.
You didn't touch this stuff, right?
Yeah, this is
No.
But you didn't touch this
No, he
stuff,
didn't
huh?
touch that.
the peek is going to be different.
Yeah? Yeah, we kind of lucked out by getting pecan tree there. Man, there's a couple along the back fence too. And one there.
That's the bench, right?
Uh-oh.
You can step on it, yeah.
Sure. Well, pretty good.
On to the new task. Go move it.
Alrighty. Alright guys, so he's probably going to have to break it because it seems like it's really in there, and the last couple posts were like concreted in. You're a pro at it now, aren't you?
Yeah.
How many fence posts did you do in South Carolina? Did you lose track?
I don't know. A lot. Probably like 100 or more.
Yeah. And this stuff was hard
'Cause I
clay
had
with
a
rocks,
6
right?
mile.
Yeah. And here Ryan comes with the extra posts. And you guys will get to see what I'm talking about when I'm saying the concrete on the end of this makes for these posts to be amazingly strong. But on the downside, if you ever need to move one like we have to, it can be a nightmare.
Then we gotta take this guy.
Yeah, that's.
Eyeball.
There's a spring somewhere under there too. The dirt is all straight through. Jeez.
Hey,
Cards on their night.
pick up on this. Now we need the saw.
Where's the other post?
And now we need that little board.
He wanted to run away on you. You can take it down some. There you go.
Oh, just fill it up. Fill it up.
RJ, move. See, that's much better.
Actually, it has like a little foot.
Dad, you want to cut the top off of it?
Huh?
You want to cut the top off of it?
It is kind of the only one with that sticking out.
I'm gonna need to change that.
Is there any gas in it?
Yeah.
Working hands.
You stick a little post over there so I can run the fence there and over.
Yes, I do.
Even I probably could just run it straight
What do you mean, straight from where? Right here at the curve?
from that corner to that post. And then that post down to here. Really get some fence wire.
Yeah. Is it really?
Yeah. But I guess they're short.
Look, that's problem.
Did it unattach somewhere?